Greg, in terms of personnel, not a...
Again, with all the injuries and some guys now having to step into unfamiliar roles, in some ways that makes tonight all the more intriguing to see which guys are going to step up and deliver.
So a look at the starters for the Wizards. We've got Russell Westbrook, Hachimura out there with Bradley Beal. Then it's Alex Len, and it's Neto in at the 2 guard. Outside Butler. The shot that time, not on target. And it's Washington the other way. Leaves the dishes to Butler. Lets it go from 11. And that one hits back iron. They're running. Here's Beal. The offensive rebound. Neto, the pass to Beal. Some solid defense from Robinson.
Man, you don't see this fella blow many layups. Not against D like that anymore.
Yep, it counts.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
It's stolen by Adebayo. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That is his first foul of the game. We've played just over a minute here in the first. Butler in the corner. Beal with the steal.
Playing a little cornerback there. Anticipates the pass and jumps the route. You can learn a lot by watching him operate in their offense.
Here's Nunn.
And when you think about being fashion forward, Russell Westbrook's fearlessness extends to his game day outfits.
Oh, bro, come on, G.A. Russ lives by the motto, why not? I mean, the same reckless abandon we see on the court, yeah, it's reflected in his clothes.
6 to shoot. 3-pointer. Butler. Washington with the rebound. And here's the fast break. Beal leading the way. That's in for the first basket of the game after 3 attempts.
Oh, look at the quick instincts of Beal. They're just fantastic. He does a super job of leaking out that time in transition.
None against Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
And that's good as he hits both of his shots.
Oh, not many players with a more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Westbrook with it. Goes up and lays it nice and easy.
He's finding some good shots early on. And what you like about it, he's not trying to do too much.
For Miami, they've gone just 1 of 4 to get this game started. None against Westbrook. None, that's good.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Yeah, very little resistance. I mean, you had to bring much faster help than that.
Now here's Westbrook to the paint. Here's Len, and the dunk by Len.
Yeah, with Westbrook on the ball, you can't have a hole in your defense. He's too smart to miss it.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Beal against Butler. Here's Adebayo. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Second chance points kill you. It's a strength of Adebayo picking up the garbage and putting it in.
Westbrook double team. To the middle. Here's Len. Good. A nice assist from Westbrook. Len's got his second basket.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
Butler finds Adebayo. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, I think Jimmy Buckets has underrated vision. He's more than capable of spotting open teammates and distributing accordingly. .109 left to play here in the first.
Westbrook with it. He's picked up by Ariza. Len controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
Here's Nunn. Outside Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Butler can get up. I mean, people take his hops for granted. That's the easy flush.
Westbrook against none. It's Westbrook. Oh, that was an impressive throwdown.
He uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above-the-rim finisher.
And a new group getting ready for Miami. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Ariza. Iguodala comes in for Butler. Heroes checked in for Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. And a new group getting ready for the Wizards. Robin Lopez is checked in for Len. Daniel Gafford comes in for Hachimura. Bertanis, he's checked in for Beal. And Smith subbed in for Raul Neto. And the rejection by Iguodala. Here's Dragic. Trips down the breakaway slam.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
And how about then not settling? I mean, instead of being lazy with the shot selection, they go right to the rim.
The putback, and it is good at the buzzer. Wow! And at the end of one, both teams putting up some points. It's the Wizards. They're up by 3. Stay with us as we get set to bring you the second quarter right after this. And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
So on the floor for Washington, Russell Westbrook out there with Ish Smith. Then there's Robin Lopez. Then there's Davis Bertans. And it's Gafford in at the 4. Now Dragic. Here's Adebayo. Second chance shot. He can't get that one to fall. Good D by Lopez. Washington leading now by 5. It's Westbrook with the drive. Makes it off the glass. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Such a consistent night for him from the field. Whenever they've needed it, he's been their safety valve.
Dragic taking his time here. Dedmon in the corner. And Dedmon throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
They needed that, and I love that he just didn't settle for the lay-in.
Here's Westbrook, following the score by Miami. Here's Gafford, left side Westbrook. Iguodala with the steal. Here's Hero. Bertans defending. Dragic against Lopez. Got a hand on it.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far.
Westbrook, no good. The Heat trail by 5. And here we go. Shots good by Dedmon. Dedmon's got 4 points this quarter. Rager, the all-time assist leader for the Big West Conference. In that frame, talk about some of the traits that make for a good floor general, a good point guard, a good facilitator.
Yeah, I mean, listen, you have to be a leader because that's what the position calls for. Unselfishness, instincts, that stuff matters. But ultimately, your teammates got to feel like you play for them. And that's when you have a chance as a team to be special.
I'm assuming you've always been like that. Am I correct?
No, that is not
really?
true.
Wow.
I evolved into a leader. In all seriousness, I think some guys are natural. Others, like myself, had to evolve into it.
He's got the hot hand right now. As long as he can keep getting open, they've got to keep feeding him.
Dragic with a wide open look. No good on the 3. And that's a foul called on Bam Adebayo. That's his first foul. Butler, he's checked in for Bam Adebayo. Bradley Beal's checked in for the Wizards. About 3 minutes played so far in the second quarter. Smith, the pass to Beal. It's good. Beal's got the lead up to 9 now for the Wizards.
and it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint. And we so often talk about the elite scoring, but Beal's playmaking is now reaching that same level.
It just shows you how talented and unselfish he is. All he wants to do is win. I mean, that talent requires help from your teammates. So he uses his vision and instincts and ability to keep them involved.
Dragic misses off the left iron.
And they continue to control the glass.
And that one is good from Bradley Beal. And now an 11-point Wizards lead.
And boy, has he picked it up since the start of the second. His shots now starting to fall.
Outside Dragic, Butler on the wing. Dedmon trying to break free. And Butler gets it to go. Butler's got his second basket of the game.
He's so focused. Butler does not let the defender get into his head. That's a sign of an elite scorer.
Now here's Beal. Not a lot of room. Doesn't go for him. And the Heat going the other way now. Jumps up. Here's Iguodala. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
And despite the size disadvantage, attacking the heart of that defense.
Yeah, very aggressive. I mean, he takes on the challenge with no hesitation.
Now here's Beal. 6 points for him. Too long in the paint. He's hit with a 3-second violation. He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here.
And going back to his performance at the line last year, guys, 84% as a free throw shooter.
And the free throw no good, but they'll get the ball back here.
Wow, a phenomenal talent. I mean, when you think about the competitive flair Bill plays with, it's just awesome.
Great D that time from Adebayo.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against him. That's just great work inside.
And so it's the Washington Wizards bringing the quarter to a close with a 7. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
There was no stopping Russell Westbrook in the first half. He ended up with 15 points, 2 assists, and 1 steal. And 2017's most valuable player, Russell Westbrook, averaged a triple-double for 3 straight seasons. Kenny, have you ever seen a lead guard who worked harder than the Brody? And that does it for our halftime.
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
Trevor Ariza out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Adebayo in at the center, locking down the middle. It's the group on the floor for Miami. Nunn against Westbrook. Len down low, and that'll be 2 free throws. And here we go with the coach's challenge. A surprise in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replay, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
Outside for Robinson. Butler up top. He's covered by Beal. And Butler gets it to go.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Double team on Westbrook. And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. How about that strong defensive performance for this half's Mobile One block?
Determined to protect the lead with the all-out effort defensively. Superb anticipation on the block.
And here are the Heat now. And here's none. 6 points for him. Pass to Robinson. Over Westbrook. No good on the shot. A bit long that time.
Golden opportunity that he can't make good on. Maybe a wake-up call to the D, though. They can't leave him alone like that.
Just rubbing it in their faces with that dunk.
He is never going to take his foot off the pedal.
What a performer this guy is. He relishes the chance to hammer it down.
The pass to Butler. Back to none. Here's Adebayo. And that one is good with the extra effort on the glass. Adebayo's got 8.
Yeah, coach's pet peeve there. No box out.
Oh, it's simple. When you fail to put a body on someone, you're inviting a breakdown on the defensive glass.
Westbrook against none. It's Westbrook with the drive, and the layup's good off the glass. Westbrook's got 20 points.
Oh, I mean, they can't do anything about Westbrook tonight. I mean, you tell me how to check him because I don't have an idea.
Outside Robinson. Back to none. Adebayo kicks to Butler. The Heat with a fresh 14. Wizards leading by 8. And Butler sends it back.
You can't throw weak shots when Butler is around. His shot blocking ability, impressive.
Goran Dragic is checked in for Miami. And the Wizards making a change here as well. Bertanis, he's checked in for Beal. Dragic against Westbrook, and he gets it back. Nice ball movement by Washington. Just 5 to shoot. And finished off by Westbrook.
Who could forget when Westbrook averaged a triple-double? He hits the boards hard.
The Heat have gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. 1:56 left in the third quarter. Adebayo down low. Working on Bertans. Here's Robinson. Oh, that's blocked. They recover it. And Adebayo throws it down. 1:39 left to play here in the third. Westbrook scanning the floor. Slammed home, and he draws the foul. A chance for another point at the free throw line. That's on Goran Dragic.
You know what? This is what Westbrook's relentlessness wins him. Buckets and a foul.
Andre Iguodala is checked in for the Heat. Earl comes in for Kendrick Nunn. The Wizards also changing it up. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Len. And Smith subbed in for Raul Neto. Inside, it's tipped. Here's Adebayo. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Smith outside. Outside Westbrook. Clock at 6. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Goran Dragic.
The defender should know better. Westbrook never backs down once he commits to a shot.
He doesn't get the second one.
And they're drawing more whistles and working their way to the line here in the second half.
Hachimura the pass to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
The court awareness improving over time. Hachimura demonstrating some nice passing instincts there.
Smith against Dragic. Adebayo high post. Ariza outside. Back to Adebayo. Good for another basket. He's put up 10 shots and made 7 of them.
As hot as he's been, it still has to be him who leads the charge and helps turn this game around.
And they call an illegal screen here.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Yeah, even a slight movement is going to catch a ref's eye. I mean, they're trained to focus on that.
Outside Dragic. Down low. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. Good if it goes. And that one released in time, but no good. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Washington. A grand total of 28 points for him in the game now. They have no answer for him defensively. And we've got more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way after this break. And let's take now this moment to bring up our State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the floor generalship right here? I mean, showing us why they're always in good hands when he's the man in charge.
Great vision. He's a gifted passer. Has his finger on the pulse of this offense.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks as always for joining us. Fourth quarter on the court for the Wizards. We've got Davis Bertans. Smith is out there with Russell Westbrook. Then there's Bradley Beal. And it's Gafford in at the 5 spot. Ariza passes to Adebayo. Good on the shot. Adebayo's got it back down to single digits for the Heat.
I love the spirit he's shown tonight, particularly on the offensive end.
Yeah, and he's gotten to his spots and capitalized. He just needs a little more help from his teammates.
It's stolen by Dragic. And he's going to get whistled for that foul, G. That was intentional, but not exactly logical.
How about pointless to foul there? I mean, I don't know where his head is, but it's not in the game.
Raul Neto's checked in for Russell Westbrook. And the Heat call time here. Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Thanks, guys. I was able to hear Eric Spoelstra coaching the team during the break. He said, this is where we make our move. This game's going to come down to big plays. Whichever team makes them is going to come out of here with the win. Kevin, we know what side he's on.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Here's Smith, pass to Neto. It's Beal on the wing. Goes up again. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. That one is on Ariza.
You gotta like the aggressiveness of Bill. He's constantly on the attack, solid at picking up fouls on the drive.
And the Heat with some changes. Robinson's checked in for Hero. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic. Alex Len's checked in for Washington. The Heat trail by 10. Now, here's Nunn. We've gone about a minute and a half into the fourth quarter. For the 3. Offensive rebound. Adebayo lays it up and banks it in. Adebayo's got 12 points in just the second half.
Toughness and energy on the boards. An easy putback to show forth.
Pass to Smith. And stolen by Butler. In transition, here comes Miami, and he comes up with the deuce.
And all of a sudden, we've got a ball game, guys. No doubt about it. I'm sensing a major momentum swing here after that steal and run out.
Smith against Nunn. Smith the pass to Lamb. Here's Beal. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
I love the confidence of Bill, but when you work that hard in the offseason and you have a jump shot that wet, I guess it's easy to embrace the punishment.
Russell Westbrook in for the Wizards. And Nunn has got the ball here for Miami, trailing here by 8. Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Poked loose. Westbrook with the steal. Rebound by the Heat. Adebayo's got his 7th rebound here tonight. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
And Washington making a change here. Hachimura is checked in. Nunn kicks to Butler. Ariza has the open look. Again, the miss by the Heat.
And that was a little bit of a range check for him.
Trying to take advantage of that extra space on the perimeter. We see a lot of this now.
Nunn against Westbrook.
Inside 2 minutes. Inside
1:57 left in the game. That one goes. Count it. Westbrook's got 30 points.
Oh, very effective. Once he gets this close, I mean, Westbrook knows he has what it takes to capitalize.
For three. Miami no good on that time either. They can burn some clock if they want to.
And get a little breather as well.
He gets that one. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back three, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
And I love that list. You're right on. Westbrook against Nunn.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority. Very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for Washington.
In the end, they had a better shooting percentage, and that's what made the difference. Sometimes, you know, things go your way. The other team wasn't catching many lucky breaks themselves.
Yeah, and Kevin, not...
Oh! Wow. You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. Nunn passes to Butler. And it's Adebayo in the corner. It's stolen by Hachimura. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Nunn against Westbrook. Pass to Hachimura. Just 5 on the clock. The Wizards need to get a shot off here. And Butler sends it back. Nunn passes to Butler to stop the run. Miami no good on that time either. And so it's Washington easily grabbing this one. This one was over well before the final buzzer. The fans were... that's it for this broadcast of the NBA on 2K Sports. Alongside Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. DA, it's...
Hey, Kevin.
It sure has. Thanks, DA. And now Washington's starting group. Bradley Beal is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then it's Alex Len. Then there's Russell Westbrook. And it's Neto in at the shooting guard. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Fournier out there with Tatum. And it's Thompson in at the center position. Left side, Walker. Outside, Smart. 6 on the shot clock. The Celtics need to get a shot off. Thompson with the bucket. Tonight, Greg, two teams with a lot of history that know each other very, very well.
And sometimes familiarity breeds contempt.
Yes.
And that goes for the players, coaches, and fans. This one might get heated.
I'm sure you felt that way many times when you play.
Almost every time I took the floor.
Good.
You literally want to dislike your opponent.
Walker against Westbrook. Here's Thompson. Right side, Tatum. Second shot opportunity. Hachimura grabs the miss.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
And it's Westbrook. That time on the assist from Beal.
What an outstanding pass, and Bradley Beal has come such a long way as a playmaker.
Walker against Westbrook. Tatum wide open. He fires one. A three-pointer is right on target.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
On a team filled with big wings last year, Walker gave the Celtics a guy with great supreme quickness who could break down the defense when nothing else was there.
And he's that rare commodity, an elite catalyst who doesn't have to dominate the ball to make an impact. That allows room for others to feel empowered out on the floor. It's just one of the many ways Walker makes his teammates better.
Westbrook drives in. Up again. Fournier pulls it down. For Boston, they've gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. Shoots from the line. Offensive rebound. Thompson. Right side, Smart. Tries again. No good. Wizards have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Trying to get open is Len. Thompson with the rebound. Thompson's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Out to the right wing. To the inside. Here's Tatum. Tatum with another miss.
Well, you simply have to shake that one off, right? You can't let that kind of missed opportunity bother you.
Beal can't get it to go. Boston leading by 3. Smart deciding where to go with it. The pass to Tatum. Walker in the corner. Smart wide open. He fires. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Oh, great ball movement there.
Westbrook against Walker. Westbrook passes to Neto. Back to Westbrook. Great pass to set up the lay-in. Westbrook's got 6 points.
This guy is putting his fingerprints all over the game in this quarter. He has flat out dominated the offensive end.
Outside, Walker. 1:15 left to play in the first quarter. Outside, Tatum. Oh, and the jam by Tatum.
I'd say this guy is capable of some amazing finishes. Jason Tatum, my goodness.
Westbrook with it. He's got 6. Neto finds Westbrook. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Jason Tatum. It's his first trip to the line.
76% from the line a season ago.
Wow, the fire, the passion. Russell Westbrook plays the game with such unbridled intensity. The relish he takes in competition on a nightly basis is special.
Here's what Washington's going with right now. Daniel Gafford's checked in for Alex Land. Bertanis comes in for Hachimura. And it's Ish Smith in for Raul Neto. Fournier's shot is off.
And, Kevin, they need to be consistent with their effort on the boards. You look at the box score, and they're at a definite disadvantage.
Celtics leading by 5. Fast break. Here we go. And that one's good. Parker.
And that's the finishing ability we talk about with Jabari Parker. This guy can do it in the half court. He can do it in transition.
Outside Westbrook. Takes a shot at the elbow. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know we talk about it all the time, guys. Those second chance buckets, always the result of that extra effort.
And that does it for the first quarter. Celtics lead by 5. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. What do you guys think about the Celtics here in this one?
You got to credit their defense, communicating, rotating, making plays on the ball.
Yeah, I think they wanted to come out of the gate strong, and they have. They've taken the early lead here.
Jabari Parker is out there with Evan Fournier. Then it's Nesmith. Then it's Williams. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard position. That's the 5 to begin the second quarter for the Celtics. Beal, Lopez, no luck. Celtics leading by 5. Down low, deflects the pass. Smith outside. Rebound by Williams. And the Celtics shooting at 50% in a decent groove. To the middle. And the layup falls. Williams has got the first points up on the board here in the second quarter for the Celtics. Wizards trail by 7.
A serious talent when Robert Williams is healthy. He makes his presence felt. Has great length and lift off the floor. Defensively, he protects the rim and even blocks shots out on the perimeter.
And it's Smith missing. And here's Williams now. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. They haven't allowed any points in the second quarter. Trains the three-pointer.
Adding to their advantage, trying to find a way to blow this one open.
One of the things they're doing is identifying favorable matchups and then going at them.
This is it to Bertans. Back to Beal. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And then offensively, Williams is mostly a rim runner at this point. But, Greg, there are signs that the jumper is coming along.
Yeah, you know, when he was drafted at the end of the first round, there was a lot of talk about rebuilding his shot mechanics. And that's still a work in progress. But where he's really impressed people is with his passing. He has terrific instincts for the game.
Fournier passes to Williams. Lopez with the block.
You have to be a fan of how Robin Lopez refuses to give any shot a free pass. He'll block and challenge anything.
Several teams changing it up here to the right side. Bertans in the post. He's guarded by Williams. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact. In that last year's trade deadline, it surprised some people that Bertans was one of the hottest names out there.
Right. Bertans goes from a guy who was getting limited minutes in San Antonio to playing around 30 per game for Washington. There were reports that suggested the Wizards were asking for at least one first-round pick and maybe a sweetener. Boy, does that show you the value of a sweet shooting big man.
For the Wizards, Alex Len's checked in for Lopez. And Russell Westbrook subbed in for Ish Smith. Greg, you and I talk about the big man, his role in the current NBA, and how they can possibly carry the standard for the great centers before them. You played with the great one in Patrick Ewing, so you have a great appreciation, I would think, for.
Oh, no doubt about it. And I think two guys kind of separated themselves a little bit. Nikola Jokic and Joel Embiid, I think, are the two guys that stand out for me because of their ability, in essence, to do everything well. They can shoot it, they pass it, they can shoot it from the free throw line, they give you rim protection. I throw Rudy Gobert up there as an elite center as well. Doesn't have the offensive impact that those guys have, but he does impact the game as well.
3 young, dynamic centers. Those are good names.
How many times have we seen a possession like that from them today? Ending with a basket, coming off a pretty pass.
Thompson against Westbrook. Good D by Thompson.
Boy, if you're going up against this guy in this close a range, you've got to defend with everything you've got. A tremendous job defensively.
A nice shot by Tatum.
Well, this guy flat out carrying the load for them offensively. He is taking and making good shots. What a terrific job.
Here's Westbrook, and Len has it in the corner. Back to Westbrook, and he uses the glass on the layup. Westbrook's got 11 points.
Boy, you can see the athleticism. Russell Westbrook, hard to stop when he's inside that close.
Outside, Smart. Up and in on the layup. Smart's got the lead up to 11 now for Boston.
Boy, have they gotten hot here in the second quarter. No wonder they're in front.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock, and the dunk by Parker.
Wow, what anticipation by Jabari Parker on the defensive end. Turn him over, get out and run.
Westbrook against Walker. Westbrook, no good. Smart passes to Thompson. Good, and Smart gets the assist. And the Celtics lead by 15.
Yeah, Thompson just so focused. Even with the defense in his face, he still has the poise to be able to knock down shots.
And so it's the Boston. Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the
2K Sports Halftime Show.
After one half of there was no stopping Jason Tatum in the first half. He had 12 points. And that
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. One of the stories here, Jason Tatum getting it done today.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
So timeout called here, the first for Washington.
And with their offense sputtering, coaches got to get them back on track.
And to me, they're just taking too many tough shots. And when they do get an easy one, the confidence just isn't there.
Wizards trail by 15. Second half is underway, and here's who Scott Brooks has got on the floor. We've got Russell Westbrook, Rui Hachimura out there with Alex Len, and there's Bradley Beal, and it's Neto at the 2. And the dunk by Tatum.
Boy, you have to love how engaged Marcus Smart is defensively. This guy is a nightmare for the offense.
In his career, surprising some scouts, Tatum's hit a high percentage of his threes. The difference last year, he took a whole lot more.
He understood, Greg, that his game needed to be more efficient. Far fewer mid-range, long-range twos. He almost doubled the number of three-point attempts from the year before, and that was by design. This guy understands success in the modern NBA, plays at the rim, and plays from three.
And the Wizards making a change here. Gafford's checked in.
Well, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Inside, got a piece of it. Back to Smart. Feeds it to Thompson. Rebound, Washington. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Boston making some changes. Robert Williams comes in for Tristan Thompson. And it's Neesmith in for Marcus Smart. And then for Washington, Lopez, he's checked in for Rui Hachimura. And Smith subbed in for Russell Westbrook. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Boy, great bounce to his game. Bradley Beal, a big-time athlete.
Celtics leading by 13. Outside Fournier. Back to Walker. Floats it up for Williams.
Well, we've known for a long time Kemba Walker is gifted on the offensive end, and it's not just about his scoring. Look at that on the assist.
And it's Beal in the corner. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And we've got an update here, so let's check in with David Aldridge reporting from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin, it's a misnomer that in the era of three-point shooting, people don't want anyone to take mid-range shots. Many of the league's elite players still thrive there. Kawhi Leonard is one, and he explained how. He said it's hard to defend guys that shoot twos. Once you get to the playoffs, it becomes a half-court game. Teams won't allow you to take wide-open shots or threes. Guys, back to you.
DA, thank you.
Well, you can tell there's a team-first mentality with the young gun Jason Tatum working to find the open teammate. Nice.
To the left wing, Neto finds Beal. Third quarter here, and 3 minutes have come off the clock. Not going to go that time, so the Celtics will take it the other way. 17 points was their biggest margin, and the whistle blows. It's going to be on Ish Smith. That's his first foul. Jabari Parker's checked in for Boston, and a switcher also for Washington. Davis Bertans checks in for Raul Neto. Boston, no good that time either. Wizards trail by 13. Pass to Gafford. Now here's Lopez. Beal up top. 8 points for him. 5 on the clock. And finished off by Bertans.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Hard not to get motivated, GA, right when your teammate makes that kind of play.
Where was the defense? No help. You can't afford to give up these kinds of buckets.
Fournier's shot is off. For Washington, they've gone 5 of 6 so far from the field in the second half. Tremendous efficiency. And finished off by Beal.
Well, and it took a terrific effort at both ends to sustain this run.
They found their composure on both ends of the floor, and that is what triggered this run.
Williams, and he makes good on the layup. Williams has got 6 here in this quarter.
That's showing that aggressive nature. Williams competes hard, doesn't back down, and he'll let his opponent know he's not afraid of the contact.
There's 39 seconds left in the third quarter. Tatum against Beal. The kick out to Lopez. Washington needs to get a shot off here. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And some changes here for the Celtics. Thompson, he's checked in for Williams. And Smart subbed in for Evan Fournier. And then for Washington, Alex Len's checked in for Lopez. Hachimura comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Russell Westbrook is subbed in for Ish Smith. 3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Neesmith. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. With the putback. And Tatum stays with it. And the Celtics lead by 13.
When we are talking about Jason Tatum, we're talking about a 6'11" wingspan. This is why he's so effective coming up with second chance points.
And so it's Boston looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. How about a look at today's State Farm assist of the game?
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court vision.
Well, making the game easy for your teammates. All about putting them in a position to score. That's pretty.
And there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. Walker and Smart, the guard. Parker out there with Jason Tatum. And it's Thompson in at the 5, roaming the paint. That's the Boston 5. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
My goodness, you better get out of the way. Westbrook driving inside, rises up for the slam.
Here's Smart. The putback. It's good on the putback.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Outside Westbrook. Yes, indeed, it is good. He's now 8 for 14. Greg, you and I have talked about how the NBA Finals used to be tape delayed. What's the value of fans getting to see the broadcast live now as opposed to tape delayed as it was back in the 70s?
Isn't that weird to even think that that's the case?
I know
but,
it.
You know, I think, Kev, that the fans, they just feel more connected to their favorite teams, the end players. It creates more anxiety, right? Because nowadays there's nothing that can happen that you don't know about it, whether you see it or not. So live sports, especially the NBA Finals, the anticipation, that anxiety that we talked about, man, I'm still a fan to this day in a different way. So I can only imagine when you have a personal vested interest in the team, what that's got to feel like.
Edge of your seat, you're right. No good from outside.
Oh, man, you know he'd love to have that one over.
To the paint. Pass to Westbrook. And he gets the whip. And it looks like, yep, it's a coach's challenge on the personal foul. That triggers a replay review by the official.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Westbrook kicks to Beal. Back to Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
If Westbrook senses even a sliver of space, he is going to attack the cup.
And here's Walker. To the inside. Stolen by Len. Beal with it. He's picked up by Walker. Now the pass to Westbrook. 1:56 left in the fourth. From 7. And no good. Trying to use the glass. Boston leading by 13. Outside, Walker. Down low. And the officials calling for a 3-second violation. Robert Williams is checked in for the Celtics. Evan Fournier comes in for Jabari Parker. Raul Netos checked in for Washington. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth. Now here's Westbrook. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got 5 rebounds tonight. Tatum passes to Williams, and it's Williams throwing it down.
And this is going to end in a lopsided victory. I love the tenacity and aggressiveness as well as the ability to close. You really got to give it up here for the Celtics.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks, and it also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for Jason Tatum.
I think it would be impossible to overstate the influence he had on this basketball game. He was the centerpiece of what they did on the offensive end and the anchor of their defense. That's as complete a performance as we've seen.
Fournier's shot is off. And here's Westbrook. He'll bring it up for the Washington Wizards. They've given up just 8 points in the fourth quarter. A well-timed shot fake got the defender off the ground right there.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
No doubt. It felt like they were a little tight for much of the evening. Now they're in a better flow, but it may be too little too late.
Inside. And Westbrook gets it to go on the assist from Beal. Westbrook's got it back down to a single-digit deficit for the Wizards. It's Fournier on the wing. Puts up a 3, and he's good on the 3-ball.
Convincing lead with very little time remaining, and the fans are pumped.
Well, they're getting ready to celebrate, no doubt. They know it's theirs to lose at this point.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it. Greetings, everyone. Welcome to 2K Sports. DA, take it away.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. Well, the Celtics...
Both capable, DA. Thank you. So here's Miami's starting group. Robinson is out there with Kendrick Nunn. And it's Trevor Ariza. Then there's Jimmy Butler. And it's Adebayo in at the 5, roaming the paint. And for the Celtics, Walker and Smart, the guards. Tatum out there with Evan Fournier. And it's Thompson in at the 5. Now, here's Thompson. Two terrific defenses tonight, Greg. They do it in a variety of ways. It's been hard for either team to score.
You know, strong on ball, in help, in transition, and both coaches doing such a great job of making the adjustments. And listen, the reality is defense still can be a factor in determining who wins and who loses.
And we're seeing it right before our eyes. Celtics on offense. Here's Walker. Ariza with the rebound.
Empty possession, and you don't want to miss these easy looks.
Stolen by Thompson. And pushing it up, here's Boston. Good work there as it goes.
Huge fan of how Tatum runs the floor. It's almost a lost art. Terrific when he's in attack mode, in transition, putting a lot of pressure on that defense.
Now, here's Nunn. Outside Butler. Now on the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Wow, the strength of Jimmy Butler fends off defenders well when he goes up to score.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
Here's Ariza. Great D that time from Tatum.
And maybe it's the adrenaline talking, but they're 1 for 4 to start this game. Need to settle down.
Here's Smart. Miami grabs the miss. And with Thompson, as you said, Greg, once he's planted in the paint, good luck.
I mean, think about it. About 40% of his rebounds are on the offensive end. He just refuses to get moved or boxed out. Combine that with his hunger on that end of the floor, and you see why he's such a great rebounder. And good to get him going early. That shot should give him some confidence.
When he's feeling good, he can help you stretch the defense a lot.
Now here's Tatum. Bobbed up there for Thompson.
A young guy with maturity, awareness, and a feel for the game. Tatum is special.
Nunn against Walker. Left side Butler. Good ball movement here by Miami. Nunn passes to Adebayo. Banked in off the glass. Adebayo's got 5 points so far.
The movement of Adebayo is key here. Get the defender on his back foot. Even if there's contact, you still have the advantage.
Smart with the ball. Now defended by Adebayo. And Thompson throws it down.
Explosive leaping ability allows him to play the 5, even though he's a little undersized.
Nunn looking around. He dishes it to Butler. Shoots over Walker. And another basket for Miami.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
It makes sense, right? You're trying to get off to a fast start, and he can help with that.
Now, here's Thompson. Great D that time from Adebayo.
That was excellent contest, preventing him from making something that's usually automatic.
Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Smart kicks to Walker. Back to Smart. Ball's knocked loose. Just 4 to shoot. Lets the 3 fly. Fournier's shot is off. Miami leading by 5. Here's Butler, and slam dunk by Butler.
I love his mindset on that drive, Jimmy Butler. No one wants to get in his way when he's on the attack.
To the middle. Here's Here's Thompson. Down it goes, his third basket. He's now 3 for 4. 23 seconds left here in the opening quarter. None against Walker. Passes it to Adebayo. Over Thompson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
A powerful athlete who's still developing his skills. Adebayo has become a threat at the offensive end.
And Adebayo drops them both.
Because he knows he makes a living at the line, he invites contact and sometimes even initiates it.
Parker outside. It'll count. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. And so it's the Miami Heat. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And what stands out to you guys from the Heat in this one?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
And that has helped them build an advantage here, playing with good focus and good energy.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court for the Celtics, Fournier out there with Parker. Then it's Williams. Then it's Neesmith. And it's Pritchard in at the 1 spot. Miami leading by 7. Pass to Hero. All alone. Good. Hero's got the first basket of the second quarter for the Heat.
Iggy just keeping his head up on his swivel all the time.
Here's Pritchard. He's guarded by Dragic. And there's the pass to Pritchard. Back to Williams. Detman with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Detman, hard to get your shot over that. Hustle points count just like any others. That's a great play.
Now here's Dragic. He's guarded closely. On the wing, Iguodala. Pass to Hero. Williams with the steal. And here's the fast break. Here's Neesmith. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. The Heat with the lead. Dedmon inside. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Way to attack the interior. Dedmon really understands what the team needs from him.
Passes it to Pritchard. And the whistle blow is going to be on Andre Iguodala. That is his first foul of the game. It's Fournier on the wing. Feeds to Williams.
A mobile defender. Dedmon's instincts matching up with his athleticism. Looks good right there.
Outside Dragic. Here's Hero. And that one is hammered home.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Williams. And it's Williams finishing it off.
You know, something that Williams does so well, as soon as he has inside position, he just goes for the finish.
Now here's Dragic. In terms of acquiring the types of players you like, Greg, which front offices have you evaluated that really lead the way?
It's a great question. You know, I think coming off the dynasty, and if you ask Golden State, they'll tell you they're still in the midst of it. I think they do a terrific job. The Celtics are right at the top, too, though. Danny Ainge and Brad Stevens are in sync with what they do and how they develop players, but also how they find those diamonds in the rough. And let's give a shout out to Toronto with what they've done over the last 5 or 6 years. They've created a level of excellence there that has them on the same path as some of the best teams in our league.
A lot of good GMs out there. Danny Ainge of Boston, you talked about them, probably one of the best. Outside Fournier. Fires for 3. He doesn't hit that one. The Heat go the other way with it. Here's Hero. And Boston with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
That three off the mark. And it's Adebayo with the ball for the Heat. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. Off target from three-point range. Celtics trail by 9. Floats it up for Williams. Takes the alley-oop pass and dunks it down.
So explosive around the basket. Williams, when the pass is on target, expect him to finish with the rim wrap.
Now here's Dragic. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Pritchard gets the bucket. And now just a 5-point Heat lead.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. Here's Hero. Back to Dragic. Shot clock at 5. And he finishes nicely on the layup.
He's an aggressive competitor. Goran Dragic able to finish through contact.
11 seconds left here in the second. Here's Pritchard. Floats it up for Williams.
Nice job. Those passes have to be right on the money around the painted area.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a... All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime to get...
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Miami did not hesitate to set the pace. Their lead at one point was up to 7. That's all for now.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
The loudest and craziest fans get a free t-shirt. Let's hear it, fans.
Miami leading by 5. Here's who Eric Spoelstra is starting the second half with. They've got Robinson. He's out there with Kendrick Nunn. Achua is out there with Jimmy Butler. And it's Okpala in at the 4 slot. And good that time. And it's 8 points for Butler.
The physical abilities of Jimmy Butler, wow. Using his power and speed to make plays inside.
And Walker kicks to Tatum. That falls. Nice feed that time from Walker.
Some guys just understand how to generate points. He's one of them.
Now, Nunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Outside Butler. And he banks in the layup.
If you're defending Jimmy Butler, you got to hit him harder than that.
Second half rolling along now. About a minute played here. Nunn against Walker. Right side Tatum. Gets a hand on it, and there's Thompson putting it right back in. Thompson's got 8 points.
Hard work and soft hands, guys. That's what made that play possible.
No simple offensive rebound there. Going for the tip in. Now, here's Nunn. And here is Butler. Shot is good off the back rim and in. Butler's got 6 in the quarter.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
Williams passes to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
Now, here's Nunn. Butler in the corner. Williams with the steal. Count that bucket.
These are the fundamentals we're always talking about. Excellent bounce pass.
The Heat have gone 3 of 3 from the field since halftime. None against Walker. Williams with the block.
The reach of Williams is outstanding. He uses it to perfection to deny shooters.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Boston. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Here's Walker. He hits the back iron and sinks the shot. Walker's got the game tied up here for the Celtics.
Boy, you could see their confidence growing. They have reason to believe.
Yeah, the reason is they tied it up, but it took a lot of focus and a lot of energy. We'll see if they can sustain this effort.
Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Put this guy in the dunk contest. Jimmy Butler is ready to win it all.
And stolen by Butler. And there's the whistle, called a clear path foul there. Yep, and he'll shoot 2 at the line. The Heat have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are. But look at the Grizzlies. I think they got 2 terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Nunn kicks to Adebayo. 1:29 left to play in the third. Excellent D there from Parker. It's Fournier on the wing. He's covered by Iguodala. Fournier against Iguodala. Fournier's shot is off. For Miami, they've gone 4 of 7 to get things started here in the second half. Pass to Hero. And stolen by Tatum. And here we go. Here's Fournier. A huge slam, the perfect end of the fast break.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
Adebayo and Parker with the block. And a fast break now for the Celtics. Smart leading the charge. Neesmith can't get it to go. And Nunn has got the ball here for the Heat. Here's Iguodala and Parker with the block. And they're able to recover the pass to Adebayo. Stolen by Smart. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. On the wing, it's Iguodala. 4 seconds left. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
The free throw line is something that Iggy needs to work on. He's hit or miss from there.
The Heat have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And just to mention, a season ago, they were very comfortable at the line, hitting about 78% of their free throws.
This is his first free throw of the game. The first one falls.
A prolific scorer in this league. Walker just keeps getting better. One of the most elusive covers in the game today. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Tie game in Boston. And coming up as soon as we return from break, the fourth quarter gets underway. And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Dragic has gone 1 of 3 on the night. Walker and Smart, the guards. Fournier out there with Tatum, and it's Parker in at the center position. That's the Boston 5. Oh, the lob to Parker. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
And they are very comfortable running their offense through Walker. And you can see why. Drops a sick dime right there. That pass was right on the money.
Walker against Dragic. Outside Butler. And slam dunk by Butler.
Tonight, Butler's been ferocious, got into a rhythm early, and has been able to sustain that effort.
Outside Fournier. There's the feed to Parker. Goes to the reverse layup and drops it in. Parker's got the lead up to 2 now for the Celtics.
And the combination of his quickness and soft touch around the rim really allows him to pull off shots like that. A lot of players don't have the reverse in their arsenal.
Good rhythm from deep. Goran Dragic always more accurate when he's shooting under control.
It's stolen by Adebayo. Butler attacking. First free throw is good.
You look at the success of Jimmy Butler, the NBA's most improved player in 2015, and continuing to refine his game.
Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Jabari Parker. Then for the Heat, Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for Bam Adebayo. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Tyler Hero. And Thompson throws it down.
And coming down the stretch here, both teams still on fire.
Yes, and if you love offense, you're loving this matchup. It's been a highlight reel affair.
Dragic kicks to Robinson. Butler in the corner. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Butler's got 16 here in the second half.
This is one of Jimmy Butler's go-tos. He loves the jump shot from mid-range.
Walker the pass to Smart. To the inside. Dedmon with the block, and he's able to get it back.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
To the paint, and he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
Hate to see that. I know everyone's mind is on the play, but you've got to protect the ball.
Dragic against Walker. Butler on the way. Back to Dragic. The shot's good on the assist by Butler. Now it's a 5-point Miami lead.
Pivotal point in this contest. The determination of Goran Dragic, it is showing right now.
Smart against Robinson. Back to Walker. Butler with the steal. And Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Adebayo is checked in for the Heat. Guys, they've been getting it done.
They came out with a mission, and they have been tough to stop.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Now a timeout called by Boston. They're trailing by 5. 1:53 left in the fourth quarter. And now a moment to present the New Balance Player of the Game, Jimmy Butler.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. That has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Brad Stevens had to say to his team. He told his guys the inside game is working, so stick with it. That means posting, slashing, getting to the rim, whatever produces these high percentage looks. Kevin, back to you.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
Stolen by Robinson. In transition, here comes Miami. Butler with the ball. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
Just a fantastic job running the floor by Jimmy Buckets.
Celtics trail by 7. Out to the wing. Robinson against Smart. Butler up top. Shot clock at 6. No good on that one. Nice D from Fournier. That's Walker with the ball, bringing it up for Boston. Good! Oh, and that cuts the lead to just 5.
And Tatum's experience in these spots is starting to show. He's never been afraid to take the biggest shot.
And it's Jason Tatum with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. Dragic finds Butler. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
They're in total command of this game with time starting to run out.
Reason why they've tightened up the vice grip a little more each time up the floor. We'll see if they can close this one out.
Celtics foul.
Gets the first. That stretches their lead to 8.
This game is defined by heart and hustle. Bam Adebayo would be welcomed by any coach on any team in any league. And that's a wrap. Those free throws being the nail in the coffin.
Edwards will not go. This is off the front iron. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Luke Cornett. That's his first foul of the game. And the bonus will go to the free throw line. He hits the first one, and that'll push the lead to double digits. And Adebayo drops them both. Edwards with it. Goes up on the wing. The shot missing. And so Miami takes this one by a big margin. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our...
Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Heat came into the building looking sharp, but it's going to take more than a good wardrobe to get this win. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
So here's Miami's starting group. Trevor Ariza out there with Jimmy Butler. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Kendrick Nunn. And it's Adebayo in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. And for Washington, we've got Hachimura. He's out there with Bradley Beal. Alex Len out there with Russell Westbrook. And it's Neto in a two-guard. Nunn wide open. Offensive rebound Heat. Here's Adebayo. No good with the layup.
The defense ready for him on that possession. They had to be, because he is so strong in the paint.
Westbrook with the bucket.
The defense probably had a plan for Westbrook's drive, but he's so dynamic. I mean, it all falls apart.
Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
Here's Butler. Gets the 14-footer to fall.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
Oh, yeah, that's one of his go-to spots. I mean, you have to pressure him in that mid-range area.
Westbrook surveying the D. And Westbrook throws it down.
The defense sees Westbrook coming, but his verticality makes him almost unstoppable.
The Heat have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And the whistle blows on the backcourt violation. He went over and back. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
A really smart opening quarter for them at the offensive end. Moving, finding good shots. They're 4 for 5 from the field.
Westbrook against Nunn. Robinson left side. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one. Robinson hits them both. Here in the first quarter with about 2 minutes gone by. Here's Westbrook. And he converts the layup. Westbrook's got 6 points.
And the story here, Kevin, early on is how well they've shot the basketball.
And here's Nunn. Launches it. It's rebounded by Neto. And here we go with Westbrook heading to the hoop. Oh, that was a strong dunk.
That's how you go home. He uses his finesse to get flashy. I mean, Westbrook is an elite above the rim finisher.
And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played. Count the basket. The importance of the three-point shot never greater than right now. And in your eyes, there are some players who are just absolutely dead, solid, perfect from distance.
No doubt about it. And you know, there's 3 guys to me, though, that kind of separate themselves. And it's one, because you have to honor their ability equally off the dribble, from 3, and at attacking the paint. Steph Curry, James Harden, and Damian Lillard. Those 3 guys can all hit pull-ups and step-backs from range off the dribble. They all got great vision, you know, so they can take advantage of defenses that get caught loading a little too much. And then they also are terrific in the paint at getting to the free throw line. So those are the 3 guys I think that create the most havoc when you start talking about having to guard the three-point line.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
You see the offense coming around for Adebayo. Entered the league with raw skills, but he's had the benefit of great coaching.
Here's Westbrook, and Adebayo sends it back. Len, good.
And now you see them starting to really work the ball inside.
Nunn looking around. Outside Butler. There's 45 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Fouled in the act of shoot. And here we go. Coach's challenge happening right now. This one in regards to the personal foul. Seeing if that was the right call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double checking, and the game continues on.
32 seconds left to play in the first. Smith finds Beal. 6 on the shot clock. Washington needs to get a shot off here. Lopez passes to Beal. And that one is off. The Heat trail by 7. Butler goes in and slam dunk by Butler.
Well, look, you can't give Butler breathing room. Once he senses an opening, he leaps all over.
Now Beal. Lopez up top. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for the Washington Wizards. That quarter had to take a lot out of him. He racked up 12 points. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And we chatted with Bradley Beal recently, who touched upon the joy of
being yourself, being in your own comfortable setting.
You know, Greg, it goes without saying just how important playing at home is.
It's a matter of pride, making your opponent feel uncomfortable. 2 advantages that erode when you lose in your own house.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter in this one. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Wizards?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Old school approach. I mean, if you have a favorable matchup inside, just keep pounding it in there.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. On the court for the Heat, Hero out there with Dragic. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Iguodala. And it's Deadman in at the center. Outside, Beal. To the wing on the left. Gafford passes to Lopez. Unable to get that one. The Heat go the other way with it. Guys, this offense very effective.
And guys, the defense has been no match. They've just picked them apart.
They shoot again. No good from Dragic. And so it's Beal who brings the ball up for Washington. They've led by as much as 10.
Beal is so strong. He takes contact well. He's phenomenal at getting the D to whack him when he's trying to shoot the ball.
The Wizards shooting their first free throws of the game.
And last season, as a team, they knocked down 79% of their free throws. So those are numbers you'll be happy with.
So his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Dragic the pass to Hero. Butler on the way. Over Bertans. And misses it off the right side of the rim. The Wizards with the lead. From 10 feet out. And that one is good from Bradley Beal. Beal's got 4 this quarter.
If you back off of Beal, he'll school you. Straight up with his pull-up. You better be in his grill at all times.
Butler on the way. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic. Butler's got 13.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Washington making some changes. Hachimura comes in for Robin Lopez. And it's Russell Westbrook in for Beal. Heat also with a sub. Bam Adebayo's checked in for Butler. Westbrook with it. Now defended by Adebayo. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true. He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
This isn't like him. And he knows it. The best thing they can do is try to get him more easy looks.
And they're really getting more points at the free throw line here in the second quarter.
For Washington, they have gone 3 of 4 at the free throw line tonight.
And every team would love to have a player like Westbrook because he plays his heart out every night.
And the call on the shot that sends him to the line.
Really the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
Good on both.
Oh, this is a big fella who has no problems at the foul line. I mean, a very smooth touch on the stroke.
And for those of you just joining us, in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. And Westbrook, here we go. Rebound by the Heat.
Man, when the ball's in his hands, that's as high percentage as it gets. It's just a fluke miss.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. And there's a whistle. That goes on Neto. That's foul number 2 for him.
That's number 2 on him already. A third foul before the half, and he may be grabbing some pine.
It's blocked. And here we go. Washington fast break. Heat have gone just 33% from the field in what's been a cold second quarter for them. Just 3 of 9.
I mean, I don't always like the 3 on the fast break, but the D was set up well inside.
Westbrook against Dragic. And Westbrook, here we go. And Adebayo sends it back. Knocked loose. And they're moving it up. Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
And the vertical Westbrook possesses is tremendous. I mean, he uses it to perfection on these dunks.
Now, here's Nunn. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Robinson finds Adebayo. And now the fast break. Westbrook with the ball. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
His shooting has been outstanding. Definitely one of the reasons they're up in this game.
There's 31 seconds left to play in the first half. Adebayo with the ball. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
An outstanding athlete for a player of his huge build. Adebayo will bang and bump with the best of them.
Washington making some changes. Robin Lopez is checked in for Alex Len. Davis Bertans comes in for Daniel Gafford. And Smith subbed in for Raul Neto. The Heat also changing it up. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Duncan Robinson. Jimmy Butler comes in for Kendrick Nunn. And it's Tyler Hero in for Goran Dragic. Westbrook drives in and finished off by Westbrook.
And one step ahead of the defense with that solid screen.
And then Greg, the monster dunk to finish it off.
Well, come on, guys. Someone has to rotate over. Defensively, that's just poor communication.
And some good action through the first. Thank you, David, for that interview. And we'll see you back here after the break.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball fans. What a pleasure it is to bring you into the 2K studios again. Ernie Johnson, Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith. It was all Russell Westbrook in the first quarter. He ended up with 19 points and 3 rebounds. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Wizards.
Well, it's easy to see why they've been the better team offensively. They've been shooting the lights out of the ball.
And if you're just joining us, we've played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Well, you look at Russell Westbrook in this game, he has been everywhere.
Man, he's been running wild on him through that first half. Absolute dynamite on offense.
And as they can't slow him down, you know what you do? Keep feeding them and feeding them and feeding them. This is the right game plan.
We've got Len Hachimura out there with Bradley Beal. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Neto in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor right now for Washington. And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
Every time out, a chance to review the lineups, matchups, or call a play.
You know, that's what coaches are paid to do, right? I mean, curious to see what they go with here.
Here's Adebayo. In the corner, it's Robinson. And the 3 off target. Wizards leading by 3. It's Westbrook with the drive. Add that basket to his impressive total. Brings him to 10 for 14.
Yeah, Westbrook is really racking up points. I mean, the focus he's brought to this game is just incredible.
Butler in the corner. The putback. And Robinson is right there. Robinson's got 7 points in the game.
He makes so many hustle plays, and here he's working the offensive glass to the tip in.
Here's Westbrook. It's Adebayo with the rebound. Adebayo's got his 4th rebound in this one. Outside for Robinson. Ariza outside. Heat moving the ball around. Here's Butler. Cans the shot with nobody near him. 15 points in the game.
Stepping inside the 3-point line, Butler showing he can score from the mid-range.
Westbrook against Nunn. Len, Nunn grabs the board.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Score that one for him, his 8th field goal. 8 for 11 on a very accurate night.
Getting out on the break, Butler completes the transition play.
Outside Westbrook. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation.
Last thing they want to be doing right now is giving away possessions. I mean, turnovers can kill you in this kind of game.
For the Wizards, Robin Lopez is checked in for Alex Len. Davis Bertans comes in for Raul Netta. And it's Ish Smith in for Russell Westbrook. Heat also with the sub. Bielitsa's checked in.
And the 3-point shooting skills of Ariza are just lethal. A volume shooter from there can flat out light it up.
Back to Hachimura. Lopez kicks to Bertans. Here's Beal. It's good. And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. The lead is 2. And Bielitsa has it in the corner. And here's Nunn. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Launches a 3. And again, Miami with the triple.
But the D didn't do a good enough job on him. He could be an ace when he gets a good look at 3.
Outside, Beal. And finished off by Beal.
I mean, there's not much Beal can't do. We get to see some of his aerial skills here.
Here's Miami now. They're on a 12-4 run. In the corner, it's Robinson. And again, Miami with the triple.
And it just seems that every pass they make is leading to a score. Just great ball movement.
Robinson against Beal. Six to shoot. Stolen by Robinson. And even 3-on-3 break. Adebayo kicks to Bielitsa. They get it back. Robinson left side. Pass to Nunn. Fires the 3. That one doesn't go. And the Wizards now going the other way.
Really tough night for him offensively. I mean, I wonder what the score would be if he wasn't so cold from the field.
Here's none. And there's the feed to Robinson. Can't hit from in close. Wizards trail by 4. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Wow, Beal is so tough to slow down. Even when you body him on the drive, he sticks with the shot.
He'd have gone a solid 6 of 11 when shooting here in the third quarter. And it's Ariza in the corner. Passes it to Nunn. Robinson for 3. Rebound by the Wizards. And here we go. Washington fast break. Beal's running and finished off by Beal.
He is so hard to stop. I mean, when Beal is committed to scoring, he doesn't care who's guarding him.
And Miami shooting at 44%. Pretty reasonable. Now, Nunn. And it's Ariza in the corner. There's the triple. Good on the three-point shot. Ariza's got 6 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Here's Lopez. Can't get it to fall.
Their coaching staff wants Adebayo to be an impact defender, and they've got to be happy with his D on that possession.
And we've reached the end of the third quarter. Here now a chance to show you our assist of the game. And it's presented, as always, by State Farm.
And, you know, you can always count on him for at least a couple of these pretty assists over the course of a game. And this one, a thing of beauty.
This is how you quarterback an offense. He sees and anticipates what the defense is doing.
Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. And for Miami, look at who they've got out there. They've got Jimmy Butler. Dwayne Dedmon is out there with Iguodala. Then there's Dragic, and it's Hero into the shooting guard position.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Clock at 6. Here's Dragic from outside, and the Heat, another 3.
That's a dozen straight points coming off the triple.
Now, here's Westbrook. And finished off by Westbrook.
This is Westbrook at his best, attacking, going strong at defenders, and finishing them.
The Heat with the lead. Outside Dragic. Pass to Hero. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the whistle, so a chance at the line for one more.
And the D not really doing its job there. A little slow to react to the ball getting into the paint.
Lenz checked in for Washington. Bielitsa, he checks in for the Heat. Kendrick Nunn comes in for Goran Dragic. With the floater, it's Dedmon with the rebound. Miami leading by 5. The shot by Butler, nobody around. Bielitsa passes to Butler. Back to Bielitsa. 5 to shoot. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Nunn. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Here's Westbrook, and the refs are going to rule that unnecessary contact. It's a flagrant 1 foul.
And, Kevin, that's a pretty dangerous play right there. I mean, I don't like to see a player put an opponent in harm's way, as much as you just saw him do there. Glad they pinned a flagrant on him.
Yeah, you're right, Greg. The officials were all over it. They weren't going to let him off the hook that time.
That one miss was huge. He had a chance to turn this into a one-possession game.
The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Nunn with it. And the pass to Hero. Shoots the 3, sinks the three-pointer. Hero's got 6 here in this quarter.
Yeah, how about the percentage they're shooting from beyond the arc here in the second half?
Here's Westbrook. Dedmon with the block. And they're on the break. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. First free throw is good. That one falls, so he hits both of them. Hachimura, he's checked in for Daniel Gafford. Here's Bielitsa. Pass to Nunn. And over 2.5 minutes in the books here in the fourth.
So many of the plays they're running designed to create opportunities from deep.
You see more teams doing this nowadays. We all are firmly entrenched in the era of the 3-ball.
Adebayo is checked in for Miami. Riza comes in for Bielitsa. Miami on defense. Here's Westbrook. No good again that time. The Heat leading by 10. Hachimura against Ariza. Passes to Adebayo. 6 on the shot clock. And Adebayo throws it down.
Don't take your eyes off Bam. When he comes off the floor, he gets up and the slams are just too good to miss.
Count it.
And you're not going to pass up that kind of thing.
And so it's Nunn with it. He brings it up for the Miami Heat. And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That'll be his second foul of the game. And we're about 3.5 minutes into the fourth quarter. Outside Butler. This one for 3. The shot will not fall. Now Washington takes it the other way. And Tyler Hero gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. Neto, the pass to Westbrook. Nunn grabs the board. And he knocks down the first one. Robinson's checked in for Miami. Both shots good from the stripe. Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. It's Westbrook with the drive. Rebound by the Heat. And the call will be against Alex Lamb. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
And not the guy you want to send to the line. He has been automatic.
So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. Wizards trail by 13.
And there's no doubt about this one. Playing with a lot of confidence tonight. It's a statement victory for Miami.
When you shoot this well from three-point range, you're really hard to stop. The defense didn't rotate out fast enough to stop the hot shooters.
Yeah, exactly, Kevin. They were lethal from deep.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and look at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Jimmy Butler.
He was the alpha dog out there tonight. Totally in charge of this game. No matter what the situation was, he was the one to dictate the action.
Westbrook against Nunn. And it's Adebayo in the corner. Three-pointer. Westbrook pulls it in.
If you can't hit that one, your teammates are going to think twice about feeding you the next time down.
3-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And so the coach's challenge here comes into play. The coach protesting the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Miami no good on that time either. Misses. And so it's Miami winning this one. This was a very strong showing for him, Greg. Not necessarily a runaway win, but one they'll feel very good about.
And let's face it, anytime you can go...
And with
Kevin, thanks.
David, he has been a great addition. Thanks for that report. Both teams tonight dealing with some injuries. Here's a look at who's out for the evening.
And with both teams at less than full strength, we'll have to see which side is able to remain more effective.
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Jason Tatum is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Thompson in at the 5 down low. And for Washington, we've got Russell Westbrook. Bradley Beal is out there with Rui Hachimura. Then there's Len, and it's Neto in at the 2-guard spot. Now here's Walker, following the shot by Tristan Thompson. Shot clock at 6. Russell Westbrook with the rebound. All teams tonight, Greg, love to push the ball up the floor, even off made shots.
You know, trying to find an opening before the half-court D can set up. I think you're going to see more and more of that every year.
I agree. Here's Len. Makes the most of the high percentage shot. Len's got the first points up on the board tonight here for Washington. Walker against Westbrook. Outside Fournier. A second chance effort. Trying to get open is Thompson. Misses the layup.
Nothing going right on the offensive end. 0 for 4 from the field.
And the shot goes down.
God, this guy is so special. On the attack on the interior, this guy is seeking contact. He doesn't want to avoid it.
Westbrook with the steal. In transition, here come the Wizards. Stolen by Walker. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game. And moving to a star-laden team last year, Walker continued to produce as he always has.
And the scoring average may have gone down, but that was totally expected. This has been a seamless integration of Kemba Walker. Coach Stevens has got to get some credit here. You allow Kemba Walker to play to his strengths, but you also allow him to thrive in the team situation with other talent. I like when a coach says, stay in front of Westbrook. Good luck with that. He blasts to the cup.
Walker against Westbrook. Shot's good by Walker.
Boy, not nearly tough enough inside on the defensive end. They made that all too easy for him.
Westbrook against Walker. Low block shot. Thompson with the rebound. Celtics trail by 4. Down low. Beal against Tatum. From deep, Walker. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
And that's just carelessness there. I mean, you have got to have your head in the game.
Washington making some changes. Daniel Gafford comes in for Len, and it's Bertanis in for Raul Neto. And here's Westbrook. And almost gets it to go, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Wow, the fire, the passion. Russell Westbrook plays the game with such unbridled intensity. The relish he takes in competition on a nightly basis is special.
Smith checked in for the Wizards. Celtics trail by 6. First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Bertans against Parker. Buries it down low.
You have to love Jabari Parker's work ethic and relentless approach. That time going right through contact. Nice.
Westbrook drives in. The Wizards with another miss. Boston's gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. Up again, and Fournier able to finish.
And after missing 4 straight, he finally gets 1 to go.
For Washington, they've gone 50% from the field, hitting 3 of 6 since the opening tip. Westbrook, it's good. The assist that time from Smith. Westbrook's got 8 points.
You get the sense that Russell Westbrook relishes contact. He is so physically strong.
And it's out of bounds. The Wizards will take it the other way. And Washington making a change here. Lopez is checked in. Wizards leading by 4. Inside and stolen by Fournier. Finished off the break.
Want easy looks? Don't allow the defense to set up.
What a beautiful fast break opportunity, and the finish pretty good.
Now here's Beal. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. And finished off by Beal.
This guy's in attack mode. Bradley Beal taking it strong.
Celtics trail by 4. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. And the foul on Daniel Gafford. That is his first foul of the game. Here's Nesmith. Here's Pritchard. Williams. Great positioning on the putback.
Yeah, hard trying to keep Williams off the boards. He makes it a mission to keep possessions alive.
And Beal puts up a deep 3. And the last shot before the buzzer is off. Russell Westbrook has been leading the charge for Washington. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. Back right after this. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And what stands out to you from Washington in this one?
Guys, I love their defense in that first period. They were in position and just challenging shots.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, as the second quarter gets going. On the court right now for the Celtics. Fournier out there with Parker. Then it's Williams. Then it's Nesmith. And it's Pritchard in at the point guard. Here's Fournier after the made shot from Bradley Beal. 4 on the shot clock. Floats it up for Williams. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
What I really love about this kid, Williams he's physical, he's explosive, and yes, he plays above the rim. He just brings that nastiness to the game.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Here's Beal. He can't get it to go. Excellent D there from Parker. To the middle. Here's Pritchard. And it's all evened up. Pritchard's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Beal, the pass to Smith. Back to Beal. The rebound by the Celtics. Fournier's got his 4th rebound with that last one here tonight. Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier. Just at the right time, opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
Beal can't get that one to fall.
And he has definitely been struggling in this quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
And it seemed like they couldn't get anything to fall in that opening quarter, but you can just feel the momentum starting to shift.
The putback, he hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, one of the most impactful offensive rebounders in the game, Robin Lopez, doing work.
Nesmith, the pass to Williams. Here's Pritchard. Now, here's Nesmith. No points in the game yet for him. With the shot. And another basket for Boston. We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. Beal against Fournier. It's Beal on the wing. Oh, and the dunk by Beal.
Well, this guy has become better and better at recognizing when to take it strong inside. Bradley Beal's athleticism makes him a tough cover.
Here's Pritchard. Pass to Fournier. It doesn't go for him. And the Wizards now going the other way.
I'll tell you, he's trying to help them extend this lead, but it's been a tough night for him individually. Oh, what a pretty pass. Throw to the open spot. Lead your teammate perfectly.
Pritchard passes to Fournier. Here's Neesmith. And the Celtics hit again from deep.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Beal taking his time here. The shot's good. Beal's got 6 here in this quarter.
There's no quitting this guy. He just gives you great effort, and he continues to give you great production.
Here's Pritchard. He feeds it to Williams. Lopez with the steal. Outside, Beal. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
Well, this has not been a quarter to remember for this guy. He looks completely flustered.
Pritchard gets the bucket.
You know, I think Williams has a terrific future. A charismatic, likable kid who can be unselfish to a fault.
Now here's Beal. 8 points for him. Rebound by Parker. Parker's got his 4th rebound in this one. 5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Pritchard. He's covered by Beal. And that's out of bounds. Boston will retain possession.
Yeah, gets a finger on it, but just can't quite come up with the steal.
But a really good read on his part, being disruptive at the defensive end right now.
Now here's Tatum. He's still scoreless so far in this one. There's the pass to Westbrook. And he elevates for the slam dunk. Jason Tatum did not like that one.
Now the superb athleticism of Russell Westbrook on full display. The vertical out of this world.
And that. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the 3rd quarter of basketball following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each. Boston found themselves in a close game in the first. Their biggest deficit was 6 points in the open. And
we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Russell Westbrook really making a difference here.
He had a fast pass to the lane that first half. Got inside on demand.
Now, this guy is such a good finisher on the move, and so far, the defense has not been able to counter it.
You've got Hachimura. He's out there with Alex Len. Russell Westbrook out there with Bradley Beal. And it's Neto in at the 2. That's the group for Scott Brooks getting going here in the second half. A nice shot by Tatum. Greg, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend.
Oh, the poke on that Prudence!
I tell you, there's a tenacity to his driving ability that is almost awe-inspiring. Go ahead, Russell.
Walker taking his time here. Feeds it to Tatum. Shoots from the baseline. Again, the Celtics good for 2.
This is right in Tatum's wheelhouse. That mid-range is his comfort zone.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the 3rd. Westbrook, no good.
Well, this is the kind of shot we've come to expect him to make. He's got to be upset with that one.
Smart with the ball. Now guarded by Len. Tatum kicks to Smart. Fires from deep. They get the rebound. Thompson outside Fournier. Right side Tatum. Goes back up. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle. And now a 3-point play chance here for him.
We know that Jason Tatum is a gamer. This guy willing to take punishment on his way to the cup.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
And I like what he did at the line a season ago. How about 81%? Oh, and he got fancy with that one.
Yeah, maybe trying to give them the momentum boost they need to break this game open. Walker against Westbrook. Gets the bucket and the foul. Alex Len picks one up.
Boy, excellent start to the second half. They've missed just once in 5 attempts.
For Boston, they have made their only other free throw attempt today in an earlier trip to the line.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
And it's Westbrook missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Here's Smart. And the rebound paying off as they pick up 2 on the second chance bucket right there.
Well, Marcus Smart has a knack for understanding where missed shots are going to come off, and he's got the vertical to get on the glass. Nice.
And the call will be against Alex Len. That's foul number 2 for him. Davis Bertans checks in for the Wizards. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics. Shoots it. Walker's shot is off. Wizards trail by 8. And one of the premier floor spacers in this game now. Bertans, Greg presents a matchup nightmare.
I mean, no one can challenge his shot. He's 6'10", has that high quick release, and can hit it from 30 feet. 2 years in a row now, he's been over 42% from range. And the scary part is he's starting to round out the rest of his game.
And it's Westbrook with the ball. He brings it up for Washington. Oh!
Well, why not, right? When Russell Westbrook is working to the degree he is tonight, why wouldn't you consistently run your offense through him? It makes perfect sense.
13 feet away. Walker's shot is off.
Listen, that's a shot he can make, but obviously the defense okay letting him shoot it.
No question.
Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Daniel Gafford's checked in for the Wizards. Smith comes in for Raul Neto. Parker's checked in for Boston. To the inside. Thompson inside. Right side to Walker. On the wing. That shot, no good.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
And the second free throw, good. Boston's gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Walker the pass to Tatum. Back to Walker. There's the 3. Hands it from downtown. Walker's got his 3rd bucket of the night.
It took a long time for him to get that first triple. Let's see now, though, if he can get going.
Smith finds Westbrook. Nice shot from 10 feet out.
Well, individually, he is doing everything he can in this 12-minute session, but he's just not getting enough help.
Smith against Walker. And Thompson throws it down.
Now, how about the awareness of Kemba Walker? Make your teammate feel good with a pretty pass, Kemba.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Here's Westbrook. Oh, and the jam by Westbrook.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. Down low. Here's Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Yeah, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
And stolen by Tatum. To the paint. A floater. Thompson misses. And offensively, a great show for the fans through the first 3 quarters. It's been a fun game to watch. Celtics lead by 5. We'll be back shortly, live from Washington. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
We call that putting it right in the pocket, and he knew what to do with it once it was there.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far, with this fourth quarter sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. On the court right now for the Celtics, Fournier out there with Kemba Walker. Then it's Tatum, then there's Parker, and it's Thompson in at the 5. And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
As a young man growing up in New York, Kemba Walker was part of a performance team. And this young man is a performer between the lines as a basketball player. There is a bit of improvisation there as well.
Wizards trail by 6. Here's Westbrook. Good on the bucket. Westbrook's got 17 now, just in the second half.
And that's right in his wheelhouse, looking to make an impact when it counts.
This is a player who understands when the game is hanging in the balance. He knows it's winning time.
For 3, Fournier. A new 14 for Boston. Knocked away. Beal with the steal. Westbrook drives in and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass. Outside Tatum. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Makes it off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 6.
Yeah, I think the activity level that Tristan Thompson plays with on missed shots is something every NBA player can learn from.
Here's Westbrook, and finished off by Westbrook.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
Boy, and not just the aggression, the ability to get to the ring, but how about the finish with intention? Oh.
Beal with the steal, and Tristan Thompson gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Washington making some changes. Alex Lenz checked in for Daniel Gafford. And Raul Neto subbed in for Ish Smith. And then for Boston, Williams comes in for Thompson. And Smart subbed in for Parker. Stolen by Len. In the corner, it's Westbrook. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Is Russell Westbrook the toughest guy to contain in the league? He's explosive, he's unpredictable, and he is a nightmare for defenders.
And so Westbrook makes them both.
Yeah, I like that they haven't lost their aggressiveness here in the second, despite being down.
Walker against Westbrook. And the foul on Rui Hachimura. That is his first foul of the game. Last quarter of play, about 2 minutes in now. Up top, Walker. He's covered by Westbrook. 6 to shoot. Fournier passes to Williams. And it's Williams with the jam.
An unreal athlete. Williams gets off the floor with such ease to power it down.
Pass to Len. Back to Westbrook. And no good. Now Boston takes it the other way.
And boy, have they been hitting the backboard in this game or what? Kind of surprising, it's such a tight game.
Growing confidence in his jumper. Smart is rising and firing after the catch of the pass. Nice.
Back to Beal. Looking to get it going. And finished off by Beal.
Oh, key bucket from Beal. How about that under pressure?
Walker against Westbrook. Up top, Walker. The feed to Williams. Stolen by Len. And here we go. Washington fast break. It's tipped.
I'll tell you, don't forget about Marcus Smart's vertical. Twice on the pipes, rejects that shot.
Davis Bertans checks in for Hachimura. And the Celtics also making a change. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for Robert Williams. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
Yeah, good job to take it right at the D.
Good on the first, and that narrows the lead down to just 3. So he gets them both.
And that would have been a killer if he missed one of those, but he was rock solid. That trims the lead now to a 1-possession game.
Tatum on the wing. Inside. Nice ball movement by Boston. Wide open. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down. And the Celtics lead by 4. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. Here's Beal. The Wizards with another miss.
Well, that's a blown defensive coverage, but it doesn't matter. He cannot answer the bell.
Pass to Smart. Thompson outside. He can't hit that time. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Here's Beal, and the rejection by Tatum.
Well, really improving as a defender. Jason Tatum has those long arms to redirect shots.
Smart. The shot misses. Good D by Westbrook.
They've got to take the first good shot they can find.
And they've got to be efficient with the clock. Quick score, quick foul.
That's his second personal foul. Shooting for Washington.
First free throw is good, and that narrows the lead down to just 3.
I think Bradley Beal, guys, has everything you want in a 2-guard. He's 6'5", so he's got tremendous size. He's an outstanding athlete. He's one of the purest shooters in the game. He's unafraid in the clutch. I mean, what's not to like?
Westbrook with the steal.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
I'll tell you, they'd better come up with some points on every possession from now on.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And the foul called on Russell Westbrook. That's his 3rd foul of the game.
Honestly, just doing what they have to in order to get the basketball back.
Lets it go with a 3. Offline. And so it's Boston scraping by. All right, David, thank you. And that'll do it, folks. For great... warming right up. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And the injury report for both teams. Players who will not be available tonight.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
And now the opening lineup for Boston. Walker and Smart, the guards. Jason Tatum is out there with Tristan Thompson. And it's Fournier in at the 3 slot. And for the Heat, Jimmy Butler is out there with Trevor Ariza. Then it's Robinson. Then it's Bam Adebayo. And it's Nunn in at the 1 spot. The Celtics shooting their first free throws. First trip to the line in this one.
And as a team, excellent a season ago, about 80% when they got to the line.
Hey, Steve, 2 defensive-minded teams in the building tonight. Both are good at getting stops.
Yeah, Kevin, this is going to be one of those chess match basketball games we get a chance to see. Difference, I think, will be the team that can somehow get easy baskets will make the difference.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Oh, tremendous find there by Kemba. He draws loads of attention, opens the court up for his teammates.
Nunn passes to Adebayo. The kick outside to Butler. Back to Adebayo. Lays it up off the glass.
Jimmy Butler is on it, staying alert, finds his man breaking free.
Walker against Nunn. Walker in the post. And they pick up 2.
And a capable scorer from anywhere on the floor. You give Walker those kinds of looks and he's going to make you pay.
Now here's Nunn. Pass to Robinson. And it's slammed in by Ariza.
Oh, fantastic dunk. And he hangs around up there just for a little camera time.
Yeah, maybe he didn't want to land awkwardly. Who knows? But there he is, and we see it very clearly. Smart against Robinson. Smart with the ball.
Both sides attacking. That was good defense versus good offense.
Ariza at the elbow. And that one is good. Ariza's got his second bucket.
Did you see the game plan is working already? 4 straight makes to start this one.
They double team Walker. Right side Tatum. The shot off that time. The Heat go the other way with it. This offense has really been clicking.
And they know it, guys. They're playing right now with the kind of energy that is hard to deal with.
After 4 straight makes, couldn't quite get that one to go down. Still a terrific start.
A different look for Miami. Andre Iguodala. He's checked in for Ariza. Tyler Hero comes in for Duncan Robinson. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Williams, he's checked in for the Celtics.
You got to avoid fouling Tatum in those situations. He's very clever at getting the defense to kind of bite when he attacks.
Celtics have shot 2 free throws, and they're 1 of 2 so far. Dwayne Dedmon's checked in for the Heat.
And what an advantage. You really feel like you can always trust him when he's at the line.
And Miami calls their first time out of the game.
And coaches looking to seize every advantage, maximize every possession.
Critical part of the game. You have to be flexible. You have to be able to adjust what you're doing.
The Heat have gone 4 of 5 from the field so far. Here's Dragic. He dishes it to Iguodala. That's in, coming off an assist from Dragic.
Doesn't matter how many years Iguodala plays in this league, he's going to give you everything he has, wire to wire.
Now here's Parker. Good defense by Iguodala.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
And he hits it and gets hacked on the play. A 3-point possibility if he can convert the free throw.
Fantastic ball movement. They're picking them apart with their passing.
A different look for Miami. Bjelica. He checks in for Iguodala. And it's Kendrick Nunn in for Goran Dragic.
What you have with Jimmy Butler is a guy who can guard 1 through 4, and sometimes even the 5.
Here's Pritchard. Over none. And there's the rebound by Dedmon. Outside Butler. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. Butler's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
They are just killing them on the interior.
Celtics trail by 7. Pass to Tatum. Here's Pritchard. Dedmon with the block.
The 7'4" wingspan of Dedmon. Hard to get your shot over that.
Right side, Butler. Passes it to Hero. Some nice ball movement here by the Heat. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And slam dunk by Butler.
Look, when you play against Jimmy Butler, you know you're in for a battle. Excellent job extending the possession.
Here's Pritchard, defended by none. Pritchard passes to Williams. Shot to stop the run. It's Dedmon with the rebound. The Heat leading by 9. And an intentional foul right there.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
He's gone 1 of 1 in the game so far from the line. And so Butler nails both of them. And it's Smart with the ball for the Celtics. Stolen by none. Left side Butler to the inside. And the dunk by Bielitsa.
Yeah, we're seeing some fireworks from them already.
They established the pace. They made shots. This is why they're way out in front.
And so it's the Miami Heat. 13 points up at the end of the period. What? And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Heat team out there.
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Yeah, they were very physical and very aggressive. They've just been the better team so far.
They've got Trevor Ariza, Hero out there with Kendrick Nunn. Then it's Robinson, and it's Adebayo in at the center, filling out the middle. So that's who Miami starts the second with. Shot clock at 6. Here's Nunn. The three-pointer, no good. Celtics trail by 13. Down low, it's tipped. It's Ariza on the wing. And the pass to Robinson. Hands of the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on that deflection.
A little bit late there, but you tried to get into your opponent's head. Force them to go somewhere else with the ball, and he did that.
Catching up on the changes with Miami. Andre Iguodala is checked in for Tyler Hero. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn. Outside, Smart. The shot's good on the assist by Walker. Smart's got his first basket of the night.
For a guy who's still working on his range, love to see Smart attacking on the interior.
And not only is Smart one of the best defenders in the league, Greg, he's also one of the most versatile players in the NBA.
Yeah, when you talk about players who can guard 1 through 5, it's usually referring to Kawhi, PG-13, or Giannis. But Smart at 6'4" has the strength, the anticipation, and the toughness to hold his own against anyone. It's remarkable. And Goran Dragic last season coming off the bench for the first time in his 8 years in the league really excelled in that 6-man role.
He did. He's a guy who creates his own offense. He's also a guy who can organize the reserves and keep things flowing. All about finding ways to continue to flourish, and he did it.
They get it again. The kick out to Dragic. Ariza has the open look. Gets to the corner and buries it. Ariza's got 6.
Pretty tall point guard. Goran Dragic sees the entire floor. Terrific look.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Duncan Robinson. That's his first foul. Walker taking his time here. Fires from the line. And it's Miami with the rebound.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Out left to the wing. Outside Dragic. It's deflected. And that's out of bounds. Miami will retain possession.
And always a bit of risk on those long passes. Lucky the D couldn't come up with it there.
Just 5 on the clock. And he gets it to go.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
Walker with a clean look. Bangs home the trifecta. Walker's got his second basket of the game.
And this is where Walker thrives, an assertive long-distance shooter.
Walker against Dragic. Outside Robinson. Over Smart. Hits the front of the rim and out. Celtics trail by 15. Parker left side. No good on that one. Well, he'd go the other way with it. They led by as many as 18 points. Robinson finds Adebayo. Good ball movement here by Miami. Here's Dragic. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
Oof. That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And, you know, at the center and the swing position, those are two guys that still are very reliable.
Here's Dragic, and the layup's good off the glass. Dragic has got 8 points.
Shutout in the first quarter. He's heating up now. I like the aggressiveness.
And here is Neesmith. Tatum kicks to Williams, and there's the foul. It goes on Jimmy Butler. That is his first foul of the game. Kendrick Nunn, he's checked in for Goran Dragic. And stolen by Dedmon. And they're running. Butler, no good. And here's Tatum. He'll bring it up for Boston. It's an 18-point game. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You know, he just plays with such tenacity on both ends. Williams is a rising talent who wants to prove he belongs.
Walker's checked in for Boston. 34 seconds left now here in the second. Nunn against Walker. Adebayo drives in. Score it. His third straight basket in 3 tries.
With a lethal mix of strength and length, Bam Adebayo can wreak havoc down low.
Here's Walker. It's Dedmon with the rebound. Dedmon's got 4 rebounds in this game. And it's out of bounds. The Celtics will take it the other way.
Misread each other on the pass. Tried to recover, but too late.
So it's Boston now. Tatum on the wing. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Miami Heat with an 18-point lead as the...
Thanks a lot. Andre, how have you guys established things in the first half?
Communication. Communication doesn't show up.
All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to... What a start for Jimmy Butler. He had 11 points, and in the city of Miami. And that's a wrap, with the third quarter approaching.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. We are seeing a tremendous game from Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, and just look at the numbers from the first half. He has been very efficient.
And it's not like everything's been at the rim. There's been a number of jump shots along the way.
Second half underway. Here's who Brad Stevens got on the floor. Walker and Smart, the guards. Jason Tatum is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Thompson in at the center position. Smart finds Thompson, and it's Thompson with the jam.
And this is where Thompson likes to get his touches, right at the basket.
Now, Nunn. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Now, here's Smart. The dish to Tatum. High post try. Again, the Celtics good for two.
And with that length, Tatum able to rise above defenders to knock down his jumper.
Nunn looking around to the middle. Oh, and the jam by Butler.
He can do incredible things. He can also help you win by simply being reliable.
It's Fournier on the wing. Jacks up a three. And it goes out of bounds. Last touch by Adebayo. And the Heat making a change here. Iguodala's checked in. And a chance there to look back at the stunning mobile one block a moment ago.
And guys, that's about as good a defensive play as you'll see. Instant reaction to get a hand to the shot.
Doing great things at the offensive end. 3 for 4 to start this half.
Walker against Nunn. Here's the three. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Nunn's got his first 3 points of the game.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
The reason why they've stayed aggressive, and they have not let up this entire night. And at this point, I wouldn't expect them to.
Tatum, that's for two. And too long on the shot. The Heat leading by 17. Nunn with it. Outside Robinson. Clock at 6. Goes up to the stripe. And another basket for Miami.
And watching that defensive effort right there, you wonder how much they want this game.
They are getting bare tonight with plays like that one, allowing too much space for a good shooter.
Tatum down low. Reza covering, and he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. Nunn can't get it to fall.
Not really his best quarter as far as scoring. Let's see if he can eventually get back on track.
Boston making a switch here. Williams is checked in. Outside, Walker. Pass to Nesmith. Here's Tatum. He's covered by Iguodala. And the basket by Tatum.
Man, he keeps doing his part. They just haven't been able to get over the hump.
We've got 1:18 left to play in the third. Here's Hero. Rebound by Williams.
Rare for him to get a wide open shot from mid-range and fail to connect.
Tatum passes to Walker. To the inside. Williams dishes to Walker. Floats it up for Williams. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Nunn kicks to Iguodala. pass to Achua. And Kemba Walker is going to pick up the foul. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Heat with some changes. Butler comes in for Andre Iguodala. And it's Dragic in for Kendrick Nunn.
Everything's been working for Butler tonight. He's developing the identity of a superstar.
Celtics trail by 16. Passes it to Achua. Here's Hero. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Parker with the steal. And here is Neesmith. Again, the miss by the Celtics.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
This is his first free throw of the game. That's good from Hero.
Talk about being reliable at the line. At Kentucky, Tyler Hero, he hit 93% of his free throws his freshman year.
Down low. To the left side wing. Back to Butler. On deep. And the last second attempt doesn't fall. And so it's Miami holding a big 18-point lead to close the... And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Creating plays for others, it's an art form, but it's also a discipline. Fantastic job.
And with the fourth quarter upon us, time is running out for this game to become competitive. Trevor Ariza out there with Dwayne Dedmon. Then there's Jimmy Butler. Then there's Dragic. And it's Hero into the 2 spot. That's the group on the floor for Miami.
You know, when Williams gets positioned inside, he just looks to dominate physically, and then he shows you the skill set on top of it.
Here's Dragic from outside. No good on the shot. Now the Celtics take it the other way. Fournier, that's for 2. And he gets the friendly spin, and that one drops.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
And it's Dragic bringing up the ball for the Miami Heat. The pass to Butler, and stolen by Tatum. Fournier for 3. They get it back. Williams got a piece of it, and they get it back. One-on-one fast break. Oh, and the jam by Butler. And the Heat lead by 16.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Tatum's shot is off. And for the Heat, they're shooting a tremendous 61% from the floor. Hitting on all cylinders. Butler against Parker. Oh, and he plucks it off the glass. Wow. Right side Tatum. Over Ariza. And it's Miami with the rebound. Dedmon's got his 6th rebound on the night. The feed to Ariza. The kick outside to Butler. And he banks in the layup. Butler's got 19 points.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Fournier for 3. Miami grabs the miss. Dedmon's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Butler up top. Dragic looking for an opening. Butler against Tatum. And Dragic gets it to go on the assist by Butler. Butler's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Walker the pass to Fournier. Puts it up from 17. And the shot no good, a bit short. The Heat leading by 20. Dedmon dishes to Butler. Back to Dedmon. Stolen by Walker. And up the court come the Celtics on the break. Tatum leading the charge. It's stolen by Ariza. Edmond passes to Hero. Butler on the wing, covered by Parker. And it's Ariza in the corner.
Who's watching him?
Butler with the ball. He's against Parker. And it's Butler missing. Celtics trail by 20.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for the Heat.
As one-sided as it gets today, you know, there were some dominant moments in about every facet of this game for that team.
Yeah, I mean, Kevin, it's hard to think of what didn't go right for them. Game planning by the coaches, execution by the players, everything was just on target.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Jimmy Butler.
Throughout the night, he was their catalyst at the offensive end. Play after play was run through him with great success.
Bam Adebayo's checked in for the Heat. Robinson comes in for Hero, and then for Boston. Tristan Thompson comes in for Robert Williams. And Marcus Smart is subbed in for Parker. There's Dragic with the three. Scored the bucket. He's made 5 so far, shooting a very clean 5 of 7.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Especially during this last run, which ultimately put the game away.
Thompson with the bucket.
And providing the scoreboard they needed. That stops a 12-0 run by the Heat.
Now Dragic from past the arc, and Tatum pulls it down. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. Walker against Adebayo. Lobbed up there for Thompson. Up high to stuff the alley-oop.
A solid athlete, quick leaper. Thompson's always a threat on this play.
Now here's Dragic. Takes a 3. That one misses. Tries it from the top of the key. Off target with that shot. And so Miami takes this one by a big one. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. Thank you for joining us.